from me. But you're here in my heart, so who can stop me if I decide that you're my destiny?
What if we rewrite the stars?
Today, we are talking about 3 questions.
Sorry.
Today, we are talking about 3 questions that you, the entrepreneur, should be asking yourself in your first year of business. 3 questions, first year of business.
Start it over.
Let's get it
You
going.
runt it, man. You runt it.
All right, question number 1. Is my price attracting the kind of customer that I want?
No. I don't know. I just don't know the answer. Being the devil's advocate here. That's a good question though. And it is one that we did not consider ourselves. I know you guys think we're like business gods and that we know everything, but we imagine like a 2-legged race and we're like, you're sharing like a leg, like a potato sack on one leg. We have tripped and fell in the mud and we've just been crawling.
Yeah.
We can't get back up.
Yeah. I know we look freshly cleaned, freshly shaved, freshly showered, but in the world of business, we're muddy, we're dirty, we're tired, we smell like shit.
We got
Jordan
scrapes.
especially.
Yeah.
Yes.
BO for days.
All right, so what do we mean by is my price attracting the kind of customers I want?
I mean, okay. Think about Adidas.
Okay.
They've been rocking those Boost shoes and continually raising the price because they're targeting the people that care about shoes.
Yeah.
They don't care about our parents. They don't care about. They care about the high school kids and college kids, the ones that are going and they're like, they want to wear $260 shoes.
Yeah.
Because girls care about that. That's
Yeah.
how you get girls. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
So they're pricing their shoes and those shoes and making them with that in mind. They are pricing it going after those people that care about the cost.
Yeah.
The more expensive, the better. The more sought after it will be.
Yeah. On your website, you might say, we're high luxury goods for women. But the fact of the matter is your price, whether you know it or not, is actually reaching out, knocking on the door of your customer and saying, hey, I'm right for you, or hey, I'm not right for you. Your price is actually telling your customer, your price is what goes out there and gets you a customer segment. Make sure you're being intentional about who you're going after.
Yeah, listen. Imagine you're a millionaire. Not a millionaire. Let's say you're very very wealthy. And you have a nephew that you love. He's turning 18. You go to the store and you want to buy shoes for him. Money ain't no thing for you. If the exact same shoe was on the rack and it was priced at $80, and then that exact same shoe was also on that rack and it was priced at $160, and you liked both, you would go with the $160.
Why?
Because money ain't no thing and you're getting it as a gift for somebody and you're associating price with quality and how good the shoe is. So even though they're the exact same, you're going with that more expensive one because it's a gift for somebody. Then money ain't no thing to you and they will see it as like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you got me these. Even though they were $80 shoes, you just paid double because it was just priced accordingly.
I'm gonna highlight something you just said. People associate quality with high price. The more you're paying for something, the more quality you're expecting to get.
Yeah.
It's just the way it goes.
That's true. And it can be slippery slope too, because if you have a high priced item and it's not bringing the value that people think that they're gonna get, you're gonna get terrible reviews.
People are gonna be upset because all of a sudden they're gonna be able to say, I spent $50 on this pen and it only lasted a year.
Yep. You better be prepared for that. So if you want to venture into the luxury goods and price your stuff high, you better be ready to deliver. Because if you price something at $15 and it lasts for 2 months, nobody's going to care because they were expecting that.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Is my price attracting the customers that I want? Write it down, ask yourself it, think about it. Question number 2, Jordo.
Question number 2. This is business slang, so if you don't know what it is, Seth will explain what it means. How can I metaphorically put my nuts on the table?
Ooh.
So what we mean by that is, Seth, what does that mean? How do you what does putting your nuts on the table mean?
So a lot of people, we did this. A lot of people will go into business 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They'll have 1 foot in this world of entrepreneurship and 1 foot back in the world of safety with their day job or with their W-2 income, whatever. So how can I metaphorically put my nuts on the table is all about how can I put myself in a situation where all of a sudden I've got some skin in the game. My nuts are on the table. I've taken a certain amount of risk.
Yep. It's basically taking a stand and saying, I'm here. Like, here it is. Yeah. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm putting my nuts on the line.
Because a lot of people in business will, they're willing to put time into their business. They're willing to, sacrifice a bunch of evening time. But it's a whole different ball game when you reach into your bank account, you pull out 10 G's and you throw it into your business.
Yeah,
that changes things.
Yeah.
It also is a whole different ball game when you take money from people and you tell them, yes, I'm gonna go get you a return. Yes, I'm gonna build this product for other people that also will enjoy this.
Yeah.
How can I metaphorically put my nuts on the table is a question that you should be asking yourself in your first year of business.
Yep. Because no matter how serious you think you're taking your business, if you haven't taken the metaphorical step of putting your nuts on the line, you really don't know what it's like to be back in a corner, and if you lose it all, it affects you, not only your investors and your customers.
Yeah.
It has to affect your life, you, individually.
Yeah, it should be more than just a pride thing. It should be I've lost my money, I've lost my customers' money, I've lost my investors' money.
Mm-hmm. So what does that look like? It can be anything. Some it might be financial risk. Some it might be bringing in a partner. I don't know. It can be anything. Anything that you don't necessarily feel comfortable with, it doesn't sit well with you, that's risk, and that's what you should be doing, because it's saying, I believe in this company so much and my ability to run this company that this risk is worth it, because I trust myself and I know that this company is going to succeed. Because if you're not willing to put your nuts on the table, you really don't believe in what you're saying you believe in.
Yeah. It can even mean going into retail outlets and going up to people and talking about your product,
Yeah.
What it means is like putting yourself out of your comfort zone for your business. Mm-hmm. Whether that's taking on financial risk, whether that's investing in your business and buying the equipment and products that you need to offer a high level of service to your customers, or whether it's actually going into places that you're uncomfortable and trying to sell your product to like higher level people.
Yeah. Gotta put those nuts on the table. Metaphorically, of course.
Number 3, what do I want out of this business in the long run?
What?
Write it down. Think about it.
That's an important one to ask, because what you want out of the business should directly affect what decisions you make for the business. Should directly affect it. Because if your goal is to, if your goal is as simple as I want to help all of the people in Kansas with their high cost internet. If that's your goal, then how much money you make and how many Google reviews you have, that stuff doesn't matter. It's all about, I want to help people in Kansas with their high cost internet. That's all. You make every decision based on that. But if you're, from the very beginning, what your answer to what you want out of your business is, I want to sell for $2 million in 5 years. That drastically changes everything that you do and every decision you should be making. Because now it's about scaling, it's about getting as many customers as possible, it's about looking good on paper, it's about making the right connections with people that would potentially buy you.
Yep, I think about it like this. Imagine you are an artist on the streets of New York City in Central Park, and you're sitting there.
Your name is Robert.
You've got a canvas, you've got a paintbrush, and you've got some colors. In
You
your
got an
first year
audience.
of business, you got a blank canvas. And you can freaking use whatever colors you want. You can paint whatever you want. It is in your complete control on how you want to use this business as a vehicle to get you to where you want to be in life. But if you're not intentional about thinking about that in your first year of business and asking yourself, what do I want to get out of this business? Where do I want this to take me? Do I want to make money off this quickly, or do I want to milk this for as long as it can go? Do I want to do this with other people, or do I want to do it solo? Do I want to bring my friends and family into this business?
Do I want to use this business to successfully
Did you just say sex?
successfully
So G-rated
successfully I don't know, accomplish tax fraud. Maybe you want to use it to embezzle to money launder. These are all questions you need to answer beforehand. We're not endorsing criminals, but we're saying, like, even criminals know why they start a business, so you should too.
That's true.
You know?
Today we're talking about 3 questions that you, the entrepreneur, need to be asking yourself in your first year of business. Question number 1, is my price attracting the kind of customers that I want? Question number 2, how can I, the entrepreneur, metaphorically put my nuts on the table? Question number 3, what do I want to get out of my business in the long run? Takeaway for today, Jordan?
Retrospect, man. You gotta ask yourself questions. If you don't keep yourself in check, I mean, somebody else might, but you gotta keep yourself in check. You gotta know where you're going.
Be intentional about how and what you're doing, and really think about, what do you want to get at? How do you want to use this business to craft yourself a better life?
What do you want? Hillary and I watched The Notebook, that scene where he's like, what do you want? It's not that, what do you want? It's good stuff.
And we'll close with that. What do you want, people?
Peace
See
out.
you next time.